And good evening to those of you on Facebook Live.
Dennis, can you touch your mic for me?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, thank you.
And again, good evening to those of you on Facebook Live as we prepare to go live. Tonight we're part 2 of our conversation last night on Lorenzen Wright. Tonight, the killing of Lorenzen Wright, was it love, lust, or money? Or was it really all 3? I've got some new information that I'm going to share with you on tonight. I am tired, but we're getting ready to do it in a old way. Is there a blank piece of paper anywhere, Dale? Maybe I might see something. Yeah, I got, okay. Good evening to those of you as you come in live, as we prepare to go live on the SVP TV network. And for those of you who are coming in for your very first time, the Thaddeus Matthews Show is a television show that I happen to also simulcast and do live on the SVP TV network, the only black television network independently owned, probably anywhere in the Mid-South. Independently owned, the Thaddeus Matthews Show is owned by Thaddeus Matthews. That'd be me. All right, I'm just writing something down here as we prepare to go live. Okay. All right, hoping that your day has been marvelous as we get ready to do this thing on tonight. Let's see. And as our numbers jump up, last time I looked, over 33,000 people viewed the show from last night. So let's see what we're going to do on tonight. Enrico Cross, Catherine Thornton, Curtis Smith, Melissa Menace, Joanne Eason, Gary Shaw, all the way from New Jersey, Carolyn Baldwin, Julia Poole, Ashley Something Serious, Constance Fields, Otis Pettyway the Third. Turn it up so I can hear it. Now let's get ready to do it.
This playground area includes stone language and they not be suitable for all kinds.
Huh?
Viewer discretion
Could compliment us. Our stuff has been slamming for the last few days.
For the last 2 days, you have been excellent,
It has
Miss
cost
Debbie.
me quite a bit of money, but we're doing it just for you.
Not just for me. I feel honored if it was just for me.
Just for you.
Okay.
Because everybody else can do a tape. You the only one gonna start crying about tape.
Well, I have to be in real
30
time.
seconds.
And I gotta get you in here to do your Christmas, and I'm out of town all next week.
Okay. Okay.
20 seconds.
Give me something to drink, Dale.
10 seconds.
You like my lips, Kiki? Magic, baby.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And welcome again to still the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the most informative, the rawest, non-filter having television talk show anywhere in the Mid-South area. Coming to you on the SVP TV network, the only black-owned independent station in the Mid-South, probably anywhere that I know of right now. Even with TV One, they're getting rid of Roland Martin in the morning time in his show. But this is an independent talk show on the SVP TV network. I am the owner of this particular show, okay? We've been almost on the air now 5 years consistently, bringing you the truth, bringing you information that other so-called mainstream media dare not to bring you, cannot bring you, don't have the resources or the knowledge of the community to bring you. And we have people all over the country that view us by way of Facebook Live. I am still in Facebook jail on my main page. I'll be there until next Friday, but we are broadcasting on my church page, the Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries. I come to do nothing but tell it like it is. Scripture says, know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So I don't give a damn about the detractors. I don't care about those who want to keep me in a, what you think is a church realm. You cuss and you're a preacher. I do in 29 languages, and I'm working on a brand new one now, Australian. But I tell it the way it is. That's it. Mainstream media will watch me, and many of you know that many of the stories that have been done this year and over the last 5 years, I brought you that information first, and then they bring it, okay? They don't have the freedom to do what a free broadcaster can do. So thank you so very much for coming and being a part of an independent program that is paid for by me and paid for through the advertising resources of people that you see advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews show. And I'm going to be giving a special deal to one particular business and a second deal to maybe 3 other businesses, and you'll be able to share your businesses and your products with the community. Now let me get off into something. The Lorenzen Wright story has basically been the #1 news story in the Memphis and Mid-South area all of this week. Lorenzen Wright was murdered 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I had a station called WPLX, and a young lady who worked for me and worked with me, Denise Dean, went to the scene of that particular finding of the body, the decomposed body of Lorenzen Wright. And we broadcast live that day for about 3, 4, 5 hours. I stated 7 years ago, when I heard the story, that the wife, Cheryl Wright, was involved, and that she had conspired to kill her husband. The story about the 3 men showing up at her door, nobody saw the 3 men that showed up at her door, she said. They came to threaten her and threaten Lorenzen. Nobody knew about that but her. She stated, and then she recanted after making statements to the City of Memphis Police and to Carnival Police. She made the statement that Lorenzen left home with a box of drugs and a box of money. Next day, he goes missing. I shared with you last night that the gentleman Billy Ray Turner, who has been indicted for the murder of Lorenzen Wright, who was on a $1 million bond, this morning, his bond was revoked, which means that he's in jail, excuse me, he's in jail without a bond. This is the second time that Billy Ray has been questioned. This time he's charged, but he was questioned 7 years ago. One of the reasons that he was questioned, and now maybe there's a second reason, but was because when they went through Shara Wright's phone, there was, my sources tell me, numerous, over 20 calls that were made to her from Billy Ray in a short period of time. Then we find out, excuse me, I still got the remnants of this cold. Then we find out that Billy Ray Turner was a member of the Mount Olive number 1 in Collierville. Well, Shara was also a member. In fact, she started preaching. She became preacher, Shara Wright, while there. It is known that they were supposed to be getting married. In fact, one of my sources, well, I don't guess she's a source, Taj Yarbrough, at the bonding business, stated to me, Taj stated that she went out to the church right after, a year after the incident, and her and Shara went to Westwood, West Side, West somebody school together. I believe it was Westwood. They went to school together. She was visiting the church. She spoke to Shara, and Shara, they, get that little female conversation that y'all have. And then she said, Taj asked her, how you been doing? Because she'd had a stroke. I've been making it all right. My mind been taking care of me. We get married. And that was Billy Ray Turner. Billy Ray Turner was also the yard man for the Wrights. The yard man. He was the yard man. Was it somebody that needed to be blocked there? Because they had started talking about the block party. We ain't finna worry about the block party. Okay. Shanisha, we're gonna let this witch go. Bye, baby. God bless your heart. I got what I got because I worked, baby. Thank you. Now, the yard man, who she joined the yard man's church, she became a preacher. Real close association. So there's a love, there's a relationship between Billy Ray and Shara Wright. Now, why they didn't get married, I don't know. No one ever knows in them types of situations. But we do know that when we break down the list, she got $1 million a year afterwards. $1 million that she went through in a matter of months. We know that she spent $5,000 on lawn equipment. Now, let's do some more attaching. Why would a woman who just received $1 million buy a lawnmower? You had a yard man. Thaddeus does not own a lawnmower. I don't own any clippers, no shears. I have a yard man. So with me having a yard man, I ain't got no need to have no lawnmower. I ain't going to cut not a leaf, not a stem of grass am I going to cut. So why would this woman go and get $5,000 worth of lawn equipment? But then we find out that Billy Ray is in the landscaping business. I know through my sources that know him that he purchased about that time what is called a zero-turn lawnmower. That's one of them lawnmowers that you sit on with the handles on it, and you go down there and cut the grass, and it makes one of them quick turns and come back. Okay, zero turn. So now let's put what we got together, because I got some new stuff for y'all too. They were lovers. Okay, they were lovers, talking about getting married. He's the yard man. $5,000 worth of lawn equipment for a woman who's never pushed a mower properly. But here's Billy Ray Turner, who's in the landscaping business. We've got the fact that the first time he was questioned because there was over 20 calls in a period of time that you normally just don't call for 20 times in a 24-hour period. That's almost like calling every hour. Now, I'm going to take you further in here because the show, I'm asking the motive. Is it love, lust, or money? But I'm thinking that it's all three. I think that it entails all three. We know that, and I had the documents last night. I don't know whether I picked it up off my desk last night. We know that a judge, do I have it? Let me see. Do I have it? But I memorize. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? That yeah, 2015, the courts placed an injunction against her because she was selling off property that the courts, the probate court, had told her not to sell off. She was trying to sell off an Eves, Tennessee property, and an Arkansas piece of property. The Circuit Court of Tennessee for the 30th Judicial District gave an injunction telling her, no, you can't do that. There are other folk, trustees and executors. Leave that, you can't do that. Then, just this year, April 26th of this year, the Court of Appeals in Jackson threw out another suit that she had. Cheryl went to court to sue the estate of her ex-husband. This case involved a divorced party's request to recover unpaid child support and alimony. How the man gonna pay you some alimony now? How he gonna pay some child support now? You received, Cheryl, $1 million that was supposed to be for the support of your children. He had took out a $1 million insurance policy prior to his death. You spent, in a short period of time, just looking at it, some of the things, $32,000 for a Cadillac Escalade, $26,000 for a Lexus, $69,000 on furniture, $11,750 for a New York trip, $339,000 for purchase and improvement to a new home, $7,100 for pool deposit, $5,000, damn, for lawn equipment, $34,000 for legal expenses. Lorenzo's money was not up to where you would think an NBA star was. 2 of his houses had been repossessed that year during the divorce period. He had been ordered after his divorce to pay her $26,000 a month. Good God Almighty. In child support, $10,000 a month in alimony. Damn, that's $36,000 for somebody you don't even like no more. But that was the order of the court. Now, I got some new stuff for y'all. And it goes along with some stuff that's been released this afternoon on the news. And y'all know y'all believe it when the white folk tell y'all. It's been reported, and I saw it on Channel 13 this afternoon, that 7 years ago, Crime Stopper received several calls. Several calls about Billy Ray, or Billy Turner. Buddy Chapman, the director of Crime Stoppers, came out and said that the police did not find it valuable, of any value. He was quick to say that he didn't blame the police because you got to have something that leads to an individual being arrested and things of that particular nature. But one of those persons, or a person who called Crime Stoppers, reached out to one of my sources who they know me. And I'm going to share with you what that person said. I'm also going to share with you what I'm told by a source that Billy Ray was looking for right before Lorenzen was murdered. I'm going to put Billy Ray at the scene of the murder after these commercial messages. Is that a cliffhanger? Y'all holding on tonight? I got some good stuff for you. Just hold on.
If you get 20,000 tonight, you gotta take the Texas Day.
If I do 20,000, do what?
Take the Texas Day.
If I do it. Stacey Marino, I see you on here. I see you didn't get no advertising for that show you're having with King Ellis. Oh, they gonna get her. We're in well, I was reading somebody. We're in commercials now, so on the TV. So y'all just hold on. Tampa, Florida, in the house. No, Shantae, it's more than I keep telling y'all. Them numbers y'all see at the top are not the actual numbers. They're in multiples. We'll end this show up with about 18. Well, Iris, stop missing us and come on. Mississippi in the house.
Stacey said Bushman is the
He said what?
Bushman is the
Look like Bushman lied to me then. Tarika Cunningham Sia. What we got next?
You got Furniture Max next.
All right, do Furniture Max and then bring me back.
Okay.
Ben Crouch from Louisville, Kentucky. Steve Harris don't come cheap. Ask me. Shoulder do you ride? They probably are, Jay Jordan. You like my lips, Tamika? It's magic lips. They produce magic. No callers tonight. I'm not dealing with callers.
30 seconds.
Okay. Getting ready to go back. Oliver,
seconds.
Tennessee checking in. That's where the crazy folk at. It used to be Oxford, Mississippi.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. The killing of Lorenzen Wright. Was it love, lust, or money? We've covered a lot of things. Let's cover this other area of information of this news that I have for you from my sources who are from up around that area or have lived in that area, and they're very familiar. The police came out today, and Crime Stoppers, they did an interview stating that they got called 7 years ago about Billy Turner. Billy Turner was investigated, questioned. There was nothing that led them to believe at that time that Billy Ray Turner was the killer. I'm sure that they did not even know about all of these associations that are going on. But I have been told by a person, let's give two facts. There's a woman in the Collierville area that knew Billy Turner well. That says that Billy Turner was looking for a gun prior to the death, the murder of Lorenzen Wright. Now, I was told this by the person, okay? That Billy was calling, asking this person that I know, where can I get a gun at? He couldn't buy a gun legally, and he'd been a damn fool if he gonna kill somebody. You know, you don't just go and buy the gun, but I don't know. Because he had felony charges, theft of property, $500 to $1,000 in December 1992, 2 counts of reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon in 1992 as well, 2 counts of attempted aggravated assault, July 1993, attempted kidnapping in July 1993, Schedule 2 drugs, cocaine, July 1993, burglary other than habitation, September 1996. So from what I'm told, Billy was the drug boy in the Collierville area. So he had these felonies, so he could not go and purchase a gun for himself. So he was calling this person, asking where a gun could be found. So he's gotten a gun, and if you the person that sold a gun to old Billy Ray, you need to go and tell the people, I didn't know what he wanted it for, I sold him a gun. Anyway, okay? Here's the other piece of information, and this is going back to this information that we've been given that Crime Stoppers had some people that called and knew of the name Billy Ray. There was a gentleman that was at the service station Jericho Smith. The gun was registered to him that they found, sir, and he is not a drug boy. Check your source, they're wrong. You must, Jericho, you must be some kin to him. And how you know that the gun that they found was registered to him? He couldn't buy a weapon, Jericho. Not with these charges here. He couldn't have a gun registered to him. So you're a lie, baby girl. Now, you may be a family member, you may be a friend, but he could not buy a gun with these charges that he has. And he has numerous drug charges. So either he was a drug boy or he was a drug head. I don't give a, see, cause the news said it. I don't give a damn, I am the news, baby. Cause the news said it. Y'all believe any damn thing white folks tell you. Okay? Y'all believe any damn thing that the family tell you. He has numerous drug charges. Okay? He got drug charges. He has over 18 different charges on record. He could not buy a gun. He ain't bought no gun with this aggravated, with 2 counts of aggravated assault in 1993, attempted kidnapping in July 1993, Schedule 2 drugs, cocaine in 1993, 2 counts in 1992 of reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Damn it, I am the news. But if the white folks tell you something on their little, and they ain't checked nothing, like the white folk was telling you that it was Billy Ray's mama that worked for the rights. It was not. Billy Ray's mama, Miss Bess, had been dead a while. The woman that was the babysitter and the nanny, her name be Janice Taylor. Her son, Donnell Taylor, was also brought in some years ago to be questioned. Get out your feelings, baby. Couldn't buy no gun. He didn't have no gun registered to him in that name. Because one thing that homicide would have done, if he had a gun registered to him when they originally questioned him, he would have had to produce that weapon. I ain't telling you what I think Jarika or Jamaica or whatever your name happen to be, baby. I'm giving you some facts. I don't give a damn if he is some kin to you. Now let me give you some more information. What was her name? Jarika, Jamaica, Jamina, whatever it was. There is another gentleman who was at the service station at Hacks Cross and Winchester that states that he heard 8 to 10 shots. Okay? 8 to 10 shots. He says that he heard the shots. When he got back into his vehicle, there is a little narrow road that leads back into the area where they found Lorenzen Wright's body. He says that when he got up there, going down the street, he got close to that exit coming out of that area, that a Taurus, and I got a picture of what that Taurus should look like. It's going to be about 2007, 8, 9, right around in there. Bluish, greenish teal looking 4-door Taurus that was speeding out of that little narrow road. This is after the shots have been heard. This car with 2 male blacks in it was speeding out of that particular road. Okay? Now, he said it was coming out so fast that when it came out, it fishtail almost hitting him. Now, he says, he called police and he called Crime Stoppers and never got a return call back. Sources in Collierville say that back during that time, that Billy Ray Turner was driving a Taurus. Damn. Now, Jerika, or whatever his name is, if he's a kid, do you remember him driving a Taurus? Go back and do you remember the Taurus? This gentleman states that he called the police, he called Crime Stoppers, and he never got a call back. This goes along with what Buddy Chapman is saying today. Police didn't find no value in it. Well, maybe they couldn't tie anything together. And there was Miss Marion did not get put out of the courtroom. I don't care who said it on the TV. They work for the white peoples too. And it just sounds like good copy. Okay? She was called up to the microphone. Judge Lee Coffey spoke with her, stated that he understood what she was going through, but certain things would not be tolerated in the court. She agreed, so did the district attorney. There's no way that she was put out the courtroom. But again, understand that y'all believe everything the white media tell you, okay? But you won't believe what black media tell you. Damn, I just wonder why. So what do we have here, Brother Pastor? Well, they were lovers, okay? So what's the motive? What's the motive? How come we can't find the affidavit? Well, you know, if the affidavit was available, I'd have had the affidavit. But let me tell you what happened in this case. Most murders that happen, and you kill somebody, it goes downstairs into general sessions, and you go, are you guilty? No, get a lawyer, blah, 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 blah. But that was a secret indictment on this particular case. This case was taken to the grand jury. He was already indicted. When you go downstairs to general sessions, an indictment has not been taken. There has to be probable cause that is found in the general session court to send your case upstairs. In this case, the district attorney general had enough information to call it, and the grand jury called it probable cause to have him arrested. Now, he was already being followed and under surveillance. That's the reason they knew he was in Collierville. He was already under surveillance. Once the indictment came down and the arrest warrant was given, then they picked him up. When there is a case like this, where the probable causes went before the grand jury and the grand jury has said, yeah, go get him, we find probable cause to indict him, then there is not going to be an affidavit of complaint. And probably one of the reasons in this case that there is not a probable cause setting, or they did the grand jury situation. First of all, the name of whoever the informant is most likely is in the complaint of affidavit or in the records. That information is not going to be submitted at this time because the other person who is involved in the murder, and believe me, there were two separate set of shell casings that was found at the scene, which means what that is, there were two different weapons. 2 different weapons. Remember, let me go back to what I just said about the gentleman who states that he called the 528 cash people. And he called the police, who says that there was a Taurus, silver bluish, you know, one of them funny looking colors, that came speeding out of that little narrow road that leads back to the area where the body of Lorenzen Wright was found. Almost knocking him over. There were 2 people in the car. 2 people in the car. Now, Walnut, Mississippi, just on the other side of Collierville. For 7 years, it's been there. How they gonna tie their gun to him? Forensics, baby, forensics. Just because it's been in the water does not mean that your DNA is not on that gun or your fingerprints is not on that weapon. His bond was revoked. He already had $1 million bond. He wasn't going to go nowhere, no time soon. But Judge Lee Coffey today revoked the bond. So he's in jail with no bond whatsoever. Touch your neighbor, church, and say forensics. Forensics is a powerful thing. Okay? A powerful thing. Someone has already sung the Billy Ray song. Okay? Somebody already done sung, "Oh, happy day." Yeah, they've already sung. They've already sung. Now, Thaddeus, what would be their reasoning? Okay? What would be their reason for telling after 7 years? What would be the reason? Was it their conscience bothering? I don't know. Or was it? See, Obedi Ray was living with another girl not far from my church up in Raleigh. Okay? I even hear that the girl be pregnant. That's what I hear. Now, I don't know about that. But I'm hearing that. Could Billy Ray, with this woman who he's involved with, that had some pillow talk, you tell me a secret, I'll tell you a secret. Huh? Pillow talk. Did Billy Ray tell on himself? Did he make the girl that he's living with now mad enough, and it's coming up to Christmas time, and she told him? Is it the other person that's involved? See, first of all, it's hard for a Negro to keep his mouth closed about his business. He gonna tell somebody, and he may have thought that his girlfriend he got now loved him enough that she wasn't gonna tell nobody. But you don't tell a woman something you don't never want her to tell nobody ever in life. Because when she get mad, she gonna tell it. Oh, said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. Oh, I couldn't keep. Yeah. You, are y'all following me in this house tonight? Somebody told them where the gun was, and the gun connected them. To Billy Ray. There had to be a motive. Let's go back to the motive. Let's go back to the motive. Let's go back to the motive. Let's go back. Can I go back to the motive? I don't think that would be it, Dale. I saw what you put up there. But that means she'd be telling on herself. I don't think she was that despondent. Okay? You know, I'm hearing that she's been in Memphis the last couple of weeks, in and out. She's living now down in Marietta, out in Marietta, California. Let's see. Lorenzen left. Your money hungry. You a gold digger. Lorenzen made probably close to $55 million in his professional career, but he was having some money issues. He took $1 million policy out for the children. Maybe she thought some more money was coming. They had put all this money in, after his death, in probate, but maybe she wanted some more money. I think that there was a conspiracy here. I think the whole story, remember now, she made a report to the police about the men, the 2-3 men showing up at the house, opening up their clothes, and you can see the guns, and they're looking for Lorenzen. Then she comes back and states, I didn't say that. I think she was laying out or staging events that would make it look like Lorenzen was killed by somebody else. You go through $1 million in a matter of months. That's an issue. You buy a $32,000 Cadillac Escalade. You buy a Lexus. Why? Where was the money for the children? I believe she was having the affair all the time with Betty Ray. I think she was already. That was also the conversation that Lorenzen, who was paying $26,000 a month in child support, he was going with a girl by the name of Alexis Bradley in Atlanta. Hell, I get custody of the children. I'll get the children to take custody. I can save my $26,000. I'll give you a little $10,000 a month alimony, but hell, that's $36,000 a month. I think that a combination of a lack of money, the idea that Lorenzen was going to take his children away, became a motive for her. You screwing old Billy Ray here. Oh, you're dropping it down on him. You're sitting down on it, rolling on it, sucking on it, everything you can do, teabagging him, everything. He falls in love with Sister Cheryl, Minister Cheryl. The preacher. He's a deacon at the Mount Olive #1 church in Collierville. Oh, they said, wait a minute. She ain't pregnant. Wait a minute. Ooh, y'all be sending me my information. Wait a minute. Can you send me the name too? Wait a minute. All right, who sent me this? Okay. But this new woman in Raleigh, she's not pregnant. That's a foster newborn baby. They just had a baby shower on Saturday, and they was also going to class about the baby to get money on the baby. How you go? Oh, when you get them foster children, they have the parenting class. I ain't gonna say your name, but I'm thinking about how his wife had. Okay, send me the girlfriend's name if you got the name. So if you're getting a foster baby, you get about $2,000 a month for them babies, don't you? That's a new hustle that's going on in the area too. What was I at before I went to this? What was I on there? What was I saying? You know, I get the old timers. They were in the church together. Mount Olive, we're out in the country. Her name is Pam, and she works at Fred's in Collierville. Monica Elliott, if you don't know what teabagging is, ask somebody in the class. I'm sure they can tell you. Her name be Pam. What's Pam's last name? My friend that's sending me this information about the woman that was living with Billy Turner. Safe to say, y'all have they already got the foster baby? This could get them to take the foster baby back. Okay. They had only been divorced a matter of months. The divorce, did I have it? Did I bring it with me? I got so many papers, and I left some of them on my desk, I'm sure. But they had been married since 1998. They had been divorced February 3rd. Okay, February 3rd of that same year. 2010. She don't know the last name, but yes, they have the foster baby. They may come back and get the baby. I don't know. Tell me, what y'all worried about? I'm giving y'all too much information for y'all to be worried about what teabagging is. Damn. Okay. Ask your man if you know what teabagging is. I'm sure he'll take it. Tell you what, let's take a commercial break, then we'll come back with more information here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Teabagging, ladies, for those of you who are on here. Do I need to tell y'all what teabagging is? Don't all mature women? Yes, who is this?
Hi, they said she had 2 guns they never found, and Lorenzen's cell phone never was found.
And you calling me on my cell phone for that? I don't know. I think that one of the cell phones was what she was burning in the yard, man.
Yeah, that was the man said in the grill. And you think she'll bring the one of the guns? Because they said she owned 2 guns.
Well, that was a gun, and I was reading about that today. It was so much information. Some of it I've been saving for another night, but there was a handgun that kept in the house. There were 2 guns. Okay, I gotta go back. I'll let you know tomorrow night. But I was reading about.
The same for tomorrow. I just want to keep you on top of.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know it was 2 guns that were found. His cell phone was never found. So she must went back on the scene on Billy Ray and picked that gun up.
No, I think that the cell phone, after he made the 911 call, they grabbed the cell phone and brought the cell phone out with it.
Yeah. I think she was in that car with her. I think all 3 of them. Whoever the other 2, whoever the person with him, the man, I think Shirley was there. And I think she went home and burned that stuff and put it in that grill like that man Kyler said she was burning something in the grill at 3 o'clock in the morning. Who about doing that late at night?
No, it was 95 degrees and wasn't no meat on the grill. Thank you so much, man.
All right, buddy.
I knew Peaches would tell y'all what teabagging was. That's when, you know what you do with tea bags with a cup of coffee? You dip it in the water to make the tea. That's when your man stands over you and he drops his testicles in your mouth, okay? That's what teabagging is. Now, can we go on with what I was talking about? Give you the real tea. Y'all know what teabagging was.
Let's just be totally honest. In our community, insurance is an issue. And many times when death occurs, you do not have the finances to take care of the final arrangement of your family and loved ones. But in all
Ain't nothing wrong with a little tea as a girls.
1895 that takes care of the complete funeral package with body caskets such as this one. But even in this most package, your loved one is buried with dignity and with pride.
Irish Cage, you would never what?
There's also used the bond at other scale service. And any other scale service package, you have fine quality packages.
No, I don't think, Latasha, that they made the call. I think that the first shot was not the one that killed him. I got the autopsy report. Let me look at something. Let me.
Scott's Complete Home Services is registered with a BBB with an A rating that is licensed and funded. They work in every phase of home repair and restoration for nearly a decade and have served throughout Memphis and all of its surrounding areas. Whether it's carpentry, heating and air, roofing, tile, electrical, plumbing, sheetrock, painting, landscaping, tree removal, fencing, carpet, siding, and double work, Scott's Complete Home Services is the place to call. Ask about that affordable acreage land, and if you tell them you heard about another thing with Matthew Sales, you'll get 10% off. Call this
Can you bring me back after this one?
691-1337, 691-1337.
I was gonna play the Reeves. It's 30 seconds.
Okay, all right, do that and then bring me back.
Home Services.
Tell us, man, there ain't that much love in the damn world.
And
Okay. Then we'll start them over if it becomes necessary.
Reflections is now offering a custom granite headstone for $3.99.
20 seconds.
Exclusive headstone for $4.99. Also, our black model headstones start at only $9.99. Add a colored photo to any headstone for
10
only
seconds.
$1.79. Or add a flower vase for only $99.
Cooper, Peaches, stop.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show, the only independently owned television talk show in the entire Mid-South. Hey, by the way, you need to be advertising on this show. I got a one-day special for you on tomorrow. And this is limited to, on the first special, to 4 businesses, and on the second one business. If you call me tomorrow and you get your money, $2,500 will get you from now through February. This is a one-day special. If you've got your $2,500, that's a visual commercial. I will produce you a visual commercial that will run from now until February. So if you're in the income tax business, or you are in any type of business that you're in the income tax season, furniture stores, clothing, things of that nature, you got to be a brand new business. You cannot be an existing client. Then for $2,500, I'll run you, I'll cut you probably Monday, have you on the air by Tuesday, and run you all the way through the last day of February. That's for 4 businesses that call me, 949-3000. You know you got to text me, I'm on the air. Or any business that wants to be on the air, a visual commercial. Here's a special. This is just for tomorrow. 6 months on the Thaddeus Matthews Show for $5,000. And what I'll allow you to do is to pay $2,500 tomorrow and pay the balance of the other $2,500 on January the 15th. You can't beat that on the most watched TV show in the Mid-South area that brings you the information that I bring you. 4 businesses. I can only do 4 businesses on the one-day special of $2,500 from now on to February. 4 businesses, the first 4, and 1 business that I'll give you 6 months. Normally it's $2,000 a month. I'll give it to you for $5,000 tomorrow with $2,500 down, and your balance due me on January 15th. You can call me, you can text me now, or you can call me after the show, but you got to have the money to be able to do this on tomorrow. You know my number, 949-3000. Okay, let's get back into the show. There is no doubt in my mind that Cheryl Wright is involved. Okay? On my Facebook page, it's going to cost you $500. There is no doubt in my mind, none, that Cheryl is probably very uneasy right now. She's very scared of what's going to happen. I think when we go back and because the question comes up about the cell phone, and I have the autopsy report, and when they brought his body into the morgue, the body was clad in the following: a pair of pants with a belt, a shirt, underwear, and a pair of shoes. Personal effects include a necklace with 2 tags and a white metal watch. There are multiple defects in the shirt, underwear, and pants, some of which appear to be consistent with bullet hole defects. Now, when I go through this, and some of this will be too technical to read, it gives the evidence of trauma. where the bullets went in. There were 2 bullets that went into the head or into the skull of Lorenzen Wright. The other shots were in the lower part of the body, okay? Torso, the arms, legs, things of that nature. How did Lorenzen get there? Now, there are 2 or 3 theories. 2 or 3 theories on this. Thank you, Daphne. Yes, the body was totally decomposed and weighed about 55 pounds. Yeah, about 55 pounds altogether from the decomposition. But how did he get there? First of all, let's go back to her story. Let's go back to her story of where he left home. The last person that saw her was officially Cheryl. She says he left home with a box of money and a box of drugs. Seeing that he did not live with Cheryl, what a box of drugs and money would have came from? That's the first part. Second of all, I don't think he ever left that house that way. I got 2 theories on it. Now, and remember, she recanted the story about the 3 men at the job. I got 2 theories. First theory is that Billy Ray and whoever the accomplice was at the house. And that they forced him into their car. Took him to this area that they used to call, some call it Lover's Lane. It's been called, because it was dark up and down. Took him up into this area. Perhaps she was even in the car. Took him back up there. Maybe they was going back there to smoke some weed, some marijuanas. Maybe that was the thought. Or maybe they just put the gun on him and took him there. Took him way back in there, because see, where the body was, you had to jump over a fence. It wasn't like on the road. You could go down there and you not be seen. Okay? Could not be seen. But where the body was, there was a fence there. So you had to go over the fence. Was he killed and thrown over the fence, or did they go over the fence? Okay? But remember now, the guy that is one of my sources, who says that there was a Ford Taurus, silverish, greenish, bluish, that came out the road, said that there were 2 people in the car. What was the motive? And someone just reminded me that when you sell drugs, you don't deliver the money and the drugs at the same time. That ain't the way I hear the drug game is played. I think that he got down in there. He was surprised by the incident The first shot didn't kill him. And perhaps they have forgotten about the cell phone. Now, we know she says he had a track phone and a cell phone. We know it couldn't have been the track phone that he called the 911 on. Though it would not have registered as being his phone. Okay? And she sued them too. Maybe, pow! Oh, I've been hit. I'm running, and while I'm trying to get away, I hit the 911. You catch up with me because you've already shot me. Pow! Pow! 2 in the head. Pow! 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 Now remember, there's 2 guns. There are 2 separate guns. I don't think that Billy Ray had 2 guns. I think he had him 1. I think that whoever was with them had the other gun. And that they fired the weapon. And Asher, you're right. You don't go to places that are dark and ain't got no light to do no drug deals. But I think that he was lured to this particular spot. I think they may have all been riding together. 3 men. Lorenzen has flown into the city. So we don't know what he was driving. You getting with some buddies. You get with some buddies. I'm trying to look for some in my phone. You looking for some buddies, or you with some buddies, and hey man, let's go smoke a little something. And you and your buddies go up in the wood, maybe smoke a blunt or whatever. And you get down there, and the whole motive was to kill him. I'm sorry I can't open up the phone lines because I get the idiots, and I'm trying to find something while I'm doing this. Let's see if I can find this. What I'm trying to find. Let's see if this is in here. I know it's in. Let's see. And I do want you, and he had no drugs in his system. Let me see. He had absolutely, I have the toxicology report here. Let's see if this is relevant.
All I wanted her to do was tell the police what she told me. She places him, by that statement that she gave to police, in a drug connection.
My personal opinion has been all along that he owed a lot of money to the wrong people,
That was
Living with Lorenzen.
that was a statement on an interview that was done several years ago. That was the rumors, and we just have to deal with it. There were rumors that Lorenzen was involved with some drug dealers in the city, including at that time Craig Pettis. The rumors was there. Those rumors have never been founded. There's never been any proof put out there that that was happening. So I think that maybe his experience or his knowledge of these drug people is one of the stages that was set by Shara to make it appear as though drug dealers were the killers. Because the rumors were out there that it was a hit, that people came in from out of town and things of this nature. But the whole track, all of the roads lead back to Shara. I totally believe that right now she's having some restless evenings and some restless night. Romeo, you say anything else stupid on the page, you go, okay? Somebody wants to know, was there money on him when he was arrested? When he got to the morgue, as I've stated, the body was clad in the following: a pair of pants with a belt, a shirt, underwear, and a pair of shoes. Personal effects included a necklace with 2 tags and a white metal watch. There are multiple defects in the shirt, underwear, and pants, some of which appear to be consistent with bullet holes defects. Being around the funeral business for over 40 years, my experience is this: if there is money on the body, normally it goes to the morgue, billfold or something of that. It goes to the morgue, and it either goes to the family or it goes to the police as evidence. It does not say in the autopsy report whether there was it doesn't state any of that. So we don't know whether there was money on them. But let's go back again to what I was told. I was told by someone that knows him that he had made a call to them. I'm talking about Billy Turner. Prior to the death of Lorenzen, he was calling around looking for a gun. He called this particular person because he trusts this particular person. He was looking for a gun, and his reasoning that I'm told by this person that he was looking for a gun, he was in the landscaping business and he was going into some dangerous parts of the city. Again, we know that whatever gun was used to kill Lorenzen Wright could not have been registered to Billy Turner. Or if he was caught with one, he would have been a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. So it was not. So he had to get the weapon off of the streets, which makes the person that sold him the gun, it makes you a part of this particular crime. It does. It makes you a part of this particular killing. Now, this person told me knows Billy Turner real well. Okay. Why was he looking for a gun? Okay. Why was he looking for the gun? The crime was already set up. The scheme, the stage was being set for the murder of Lorenzen Wright. It was already set. But you had to find a weapon, had to find a gun. Connie Lawrence, all I said was, you said here, that's not true. He sold Craig a car. That's all. He wasn't involved in any of Craig's dealings. That's what Cheryl put out. I'm still going back, Miss Lawrence, if you will listen and not comment before you listen. I'm saying that was rumor. Whether that was fact or not, it was never authenticated, okay? Listen before you make your comments. It was never authenticated, but the rumors were there. You just heard the portion of the news cast that I played that put it out there. Okay? Now, someone told police where the gun was. Now, what's the motive for the telling? Surely it was not Cheryl. Well, ain't no way hell Cheryl told it. Billy ain't told on his self. Okay? He ain't told on himself. They were lovers. They were talking about getting married. She was proclaiming even at the church that after she had her stroke, that Billy was her man. Okay? That Billy was her man. That's my man. He done took care of me since I had my stroke. I done had all this pressure on me. I done had my stroke. But my man, oh, Billy, he done took care of me. But then she goes and marries a member, they're divorced now too, I think, of the sheriff's department. So, all the good folk over there at Bishop Finley, how you get to be a bishop in the Baptist church? You know what? That's a whole nother show. Bishop Oliver Finley. What's going on at the church? What's going on? Somebody says on Facebook that drug kingpin Pettis turned him in. I haven't seen that on Facebook. But you're going to get these theories. You're going to get these theories. Okay? There was some reason. There was some reason. Some reason why someone informed police where that gun was. Who would have had a reason? Who would have known that the gun was in the lake, the creek or pond, whatever it was, other than the killers and who the killers told. See, I see something I put in the 21,000 up there, but the 21,000, yeah, that was his name, Reggie Robinson. That was the sheriff's name that she was married to for a few months. Thank you. See, the 21,000 didn't come back into play till after they found the gun. Okay? Till after the gun was found. But again, the only persons that would have known that the gun was in the creek, the pond, or ocean, or whatever that thing is, over in Walnut, Mississippi, is Billy Ray, whoever was with Billy Ray, or who they told. Do you think that someone was crazy enough out of this group to brag on the fact, I killed Lorenzen and I got away with it? Is there anybody that stupid on the planet? Can there be anybody that stupid on the entire whole planet that would brag on the fact? Is there a man so trusting of a woman that he's going to share with her who he killed? Come on now. I can't believe that. I can't believe that no man, baby, I don't want to hide nothing from you. Maybe he had found Jesus. He was a deacon. Well, they say he'd been a deacon for 10 years. So that means he was a deacon when he killed him then, right? Yeah. He was a deacon. Now somebody gave me another theory. Somebody that got another charge look, I know I got this charge over here. I know who killed Lorenzen Wright. I know where the weapon is. I heard him talking. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But he was bragging about it. If you can take some of this time off me, you can take some of these charges off me, I can tell you where the gun is that killed Lorenzen. Did somebody cut a deal and told on Billy Ray? But see, I just don't believe men, you done committed a crime. You tell a woman about the crime you committed. Some things is just for Jesus. You don't confess your sins unto man. You tell Jesus, he won't tell. Ain't y'all been singing that song all y'all like in church? You can tell Jesus and he won't tell nobody else. Niggas gonna tell. And if it's a money on the line, they'll write a note. But ladies and gentlemen, what's the reason? What's the reason? What's the motive? Was it about love, lust, or money? I think it's about all of them. Let's take another commercial break, and we'll be back on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Tracy Smith, I don't believe it. I ain't telling you nothing.
That's just you, man.
Huh?
Guys talk all the time. I've heard so many.
I ain't telling. Mm-mm.
They do it all the time.
If I done killed somebody, I'm gonna take it to Jesus. I'll go down there in the altar, in the church, kneel down, Lord, forgive me. You know, he probably needed to be dead in a way, but Jesus, I ain't gonna tell no woman. When I was repossessing cars, I would be able to repossess cars I hadn't been able to find in months when a guy would make a woman mad. He promised to buy some Pampers. He didn't buy no Pampers. He gonna be at my house at such and such a time. His car gonna be parked on the street. So all you gotta do is bag up and get it. That happened to me many times. Yeah, I'm going more so with the theory now that somebody got themselves a reduction in time. What's the numbers, Dale? Huh? Oh, is it close? Huh? How far away? Huh?
It was 8-6 last time I checked.
Oh. No, Orella, I wouldn't have told you. I ain't talking about him, fool, whoever coming here. Dad said he. No, Geraldine, my conscience couldn't make me tell on me. The hell.
But that's just you, Dad. Some folks, some men tend to confide.
My conscience could say, Thaddeus. No, siree.
Baby, let me tell you something real quick. I got some bad news, baby. Let me tell you. Let me bring this cross to you.
No, sir. That one ain't gonna happen with the bell.
Sleeping Cities by Michael Selmer is where you save 50 to 80% off mattresses and furniture 7 days a week. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and won the Commercial Guild's Memphis Most Award for Best Mattress Store in both 2015 and 2016. They offer 90 days, same as cash, no credit needed, financing with only $49 down. Sleepy Z's is an authorized Serta mattress dealer and now also a Silly mattress dealer too. They also carry signature design.
We ought to be about 10,000 people
In the house. Let me introduce you to Mike.
from right here.
Y'all
Huh? Not in 25 minutes.
Every day of the week, we always say 50 to 80% off retail, so we don't have to run sales because we're always way well below retail sale price. So
You tell the woman.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let's do it. Don't mess with your continents. That ain't countries. Y'all need to learn how to spell.
10 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2.
And welcome back to about the last 23 and a half minutes of the Thaddeus Matthews Show. I hope that the last 2 nights have been very informative, and I will be keeping you abreast of any new information that I find out, and maybe some of my friends in certain places will send me some information that I may need to know and to share with this community. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if I got a call from the homicide division, because y'all really need to hire me. And I tell these news agencies all the time, they be calling me, trying to get information from me. Hell, y'all need to hire me. Y'all don't have no great researchers. Look, the Thaddeus Matthews Show, again, is an independent show. The money that we use for advertising is what does all of what we're doing, that pays this high cost that we pay to bring you this information and do what we do each and every night. Again, I got a one-day special. This is through tomorrow. Y'all know my number, 949-3000. For 4 different businesses, I'll take you from now until February, the end of February, for $2,500. I'll take one business, I'll give you 6 months for $5,000, okay? That is far less, even if when I run it at $1,500, you can't get this kind of deal. Call me if you got your money on the $5,000. If you only got $2,500 down, I'll take that and you'll owe me the other $25 on January the 15th. All right? But I hope that you have gotten some information. Somebody said, well, that's what the news said. Damn it, I am the news. How do you spell Thaddeus? N-E-W-S, news, okay? Mad News, Thaddeus Matt News. That's my name. I bring you the information that other people are not going to do the work to do the research to do. It's just what we need to know that's going on. This case has been a cold case for 7 years. They've come out and said that, hey, the police department, this, that, and the other. Now, any of you in the Turner family that want to refute anything that's been said tonight, I give you an open invitation to be on my show. All you got to do is call me, 949-3000. If you're in the Turner family and you want to talk about how great he is and there's no way that he could have did these things that the police are saying he did, I invite you to come on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. We can sit down face to face and have a discussion about it. You tell us about your brother. Because, see, I like for somebody to tell me, without me having to do all the hard work, what kind of car was he driving back at that time? Is this information that I've received? Let me see who this is. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Man, cut to the man back. You don't want nothing. What kind of car did he have? Okay? What kind of car did he have at that time? Did he have a Taurus? Is the information that I've received from an individual who says that they heard the 8 to 9 shots. They were at a service station at Hacks Cross and Winchester, and when they left the service station there, they were almost ran over by a Ford Taurus with 2 male blacks in it, speeding out of the little roadway to lead back up into the darkness and the things. Come on. What kind of car did he have at that time? Family members. No, the phone lines are not open. There was somebody I thought was somebody else on my cell phone. Phone lines will not be ever open again, perhaps on this show. Because y'all damn fools, y'all ignorant. Y'all don't know how to converse. So, I want to know, maybe some of my law enforcement friends can go back to that period of time and tell me and check for me to find out if he's ever had a Ford Taurus registered to him. Okay? Has he ever had a Ford Taurus registered to him? Is that information correct? Is that information correct? Now the 336 number, you dial again. I'm gonna put your number out here on the airwaves. And you can't call me blocked because your number shows up. I got one of them apps on there. But again, who is it that you think did the talking? Somebody told it. Was it somebody in jail that knew what happened, or may have been a part, or may have heard what happened? Did something to take some time off of them? Somebody, Jaretha Moore, I believe he was running. You get shot because I don't believe that the first shot was a skull shot. I think the skull shot, and I have to look at this and see what the trajectory, where's the autopsy report? I would have to look at what they say the trajectory was. Evidence of trauma. But we do know, according to the toxicology report, he had no drugs at all in his system. None. No cocaine, no sedatives, no barbiturates, amphetamines, none of that stuff. No synthetic narcotics. All of that, none was detected. Yeah, none of that was in his system. And again, I got a copy of that. Christopher King, I just don't like you, so I'm gonna just get rid of you. Okay. I think they fired the first shot. He did run. And he was able to pull his phone and hit 911. I think they called up with it. And then the rest of the shots were fired. Again, let me clear this up. Even though there have been the rumors of drugs, there has been no authentication of that rumor or those statements. No one has proven that he was a drug dealer. Nobody. Okay? Nobody's proved any of that. Al, y'all know what you missed? Go back and watch. We must keep our eyes on the story, and I will be keeping my eyes on this story. Okay. I was reading something on the medical examiner's report here. Okay. But I've tried to keep you updated and bring you information that nobody else is going to be able to do. Non-Terry, you don't tell me who to block. Damn it, get you a page, go to your page, you block who you want. We'll keep you abreast. I'm going to keep you abreast. There are a few other things that I'll be digging into. But again, the bond today was revoked. The $1 million bond that was on Billy Turner was revoked on today. So he's sitting in 201 Poplar with no bond at all. So there's some information that the District Attorney General has that, and the police department, that they have, that they don't even want to take the chance that somebody will come up with $100,000. And even on $1 million bond, most bonding companies would want most of that $1 million. Not, you give them $100,000, but if he runs, they got to pay that $100,000. But now, when it's anything over $100,000, if it's over $99,000 for a bond, you got to have a source hearing. You got to have a hearing to show where the money is coming from that you're making the bond on. And most folk are not walking around here with $100,000 liquid, and especially get somebody out of jail. And again, I've got an open invitation to anybody in the family, Brother Pastor, Brother Bishop Oliver Finley, pastor of the church, Mount Olive number 1. If you'd like to come on the show and tell me why you think that Billy Turner is not the person, contact me. You're more than welcome to come on the show. Any of his family members, his sisters, I saw one of his sisters on TV. I'll be nice to you, but I'm gonna ask you some questions. If you'd like to come on the show, come on. I'd love to have you. I'd love to give you 2 hours to sit here and talk to me about what's being talked about all over this community. All you got to do is contact me. You can come as soon as tomorrow night if you want to come. I think that's fair. I think I'm being fair. Okay, I think that that's fair. Any of you family members, any of you church members, at the Mount Olive number 1, not number 2, number 3, number 4, or number 5, but Mount Olive number 1. You was the first Mount Olive. Come on the show. Come on the show. That's fair. So you family members can't get mad if you don't come about what's being said. You say that the police got the wrong somebody. If they got the wrong somebody, come and tell us why you think that the police got the wrong somebody. Tell me if back in 2007, if he had a Taurus, tell me, maybe the information I've received from the source is wrong. Tell me, come on the show. You welcome on the show. Somebody said get the ex. Now you know the ex-wife ain't coming on this show. This will be rougher than her being interrogated by the homicide. Come on the show. Damn, Tansy, it ain't that bad. Come on the show. Do y'all think they're coming? No. Now, if I got a number for Cheryl, hell, if I won't call her, live on the air, if I get a number on her, I'll call her. This crime has went on too long. This mother and her family deserve justice. How many minutes I got left? I got about 5 more minutes. Don't forget about Thaddy Bear's kids. All day Saturday at the church, 38. What's my address? 35. Thank you. 3835 Raleigh Militant Road. Put it up there for me. We will be accepting toys. The 15th is the last day that I'll be accepting names for children. I'm trying to do for 50 children for Christmas. I think we got a total of what? I don't know them sign languages.
35.
35 children. If you would like to contribute, if you would like to adopt a child, we're trying to get about $125 a piece. That gets children some nice toys. If you'd like to get some bicycles, some basketballs, some footballs, bring them to the church. We're normally there every day, but Saturday is going to be a special time. I'll be at the church. Dale will be at the church. We'll be there until at least 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Bring your gifts by there. Bring the gifts. Bring some money by there. We want to be able to make sure, again, we've got 35 children. If on the 15th that's all we have, then that's all we are going to deal with, okay? That's all that we're going to deal with. But if you would like to give, put the PayPal up there, please, if you don't mind. If you would like to contribute to Thaddy Bear's kids, all of the money at Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministry goes into ministry. I'm the pastor that don't get no salary to poor men. You just submit. Why don't you write down $5, $10, $25, $50 right now. PayPal.me/Naked Truth Ministries. PayPal.me/Naked Truth Ministries. Leave that up there. And don't forget, those of you who have businesses, you should be advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. There are thousands that watch me on a nightly basis right here on Comcast, on Facebook. I hit over 300,000 households each and every night. I'm the most watched black man in the entire area because I'm going to tell it to you raw. I'm going to give you the truth, whether you like it or not, even if you don't like the presentation. Even my enemies come here to watch me and to be informed of what's going on in this community. I'm doing a one-day special. Normally, my advertising is $2,000 a month, never less than $15,000 for a visual commercial. I've got a one-day special on tomorrow. All you got to do is call me tonight or in the morning at 949-3000. You have to be a brand new business. You cannot be an existing business. I will give you, 4 of you that call me, a visual commercial from now until, we'll start it now, we'll start it next week, all the way to the last day in February. Those of you who are in the income tax business, you need to make sure that you call me. $2,500 to be viewed at least twice a night here on this particular show. You got to make sure that you do give me a call. And then for any other business, one business, for a total of, it's all my commercials are not up here. Dale, I don't see John's thing.
Should be at the back.
In the back? The new commercial. I don't see it, Dale. Here it is. 6 months. I'll give you 6 months for $5,000. That's with $2,500 down, unless you got the whole 5. If you got the whole 5, I might even throw in the extra month. But $5,000, $2,500 down. The balance, January 15th. You can't beat that. Call me 949-3000. Let me give you this before I go. John, the insurance guy, the owner of Heritage Final Expense Insurance. That's where y'all can get some dead folk insurance. So y'all don't have to sell no spaghetti dinners and get no cans and nothing. John, the insurance guy, owner of Heritage Final Expense Insurance, has personally invited the viewers of the Thaddeus Matthews Show to chat and chew with him on this Saturday from 12 until 2 at Chowtown Buffet. Now, he's asking all guests to arrive at 11:30 a.m. for registration. The event will begin promptly at 12 p.m. The lunches are for those who want to learn about protecting their family's future. The lunch is complimentary and the spots are limited. Call John tonight and reserve a spot. This is for adults only. 649-4738. 649-4738. Don't forget about the advertising, and I hope that this night and last night has been very informative for you. It's been a pleasure tonight to bring you all of this information that you're not going to get on mainstream media. All right, Michael R. Williams and Memphis Behind the Badge is coming up next here on the SVP TV network. You stay tuned, and until tomorrow evening, top of the evening to you. Good night, y'all.